Hi everyone, Tommy here. So let's have a look at the new gear I've got for the upcoming year 2021. So the first piece of gear I want to talk about, it's something that I've been looking into for a very long time. I've been looking for a piece of gear that would be extremely packable but can serve also as a very good emergency shell. I also wanted that shell to be used not just as an emergency but as a full-on piece of gear that, being in the Pacific Northwest, if it's raining, I can actually wear that. I don't need to get an extra pair of gear, set of gear to accommodate the conditions. So after a lot of research, I decided to go with the Mountain Hardwear. Those are the stretchy Ozonic rain pants, and I've been extremely impressed with them. Another thing I wanted to have with those pants is something that I would be able to adapt to a layering system for winter. So I was able to try that just 2 days ago when I went and tried out my new snowshoes, and that's something we're going to talk about a little later in the video. So the second piece of gear I want to talk about is a gift that I got from a good friend of mine. He's obviously probably worried when I go out in the woods with the bears and the cougars around here. So he got me a true flare with a box of the Flare Bear Bangers. So I haven't tried it yet, but I'm looking forward to be carrying that as a safety feature. And this is something I'm going to be carrying in 2021. So next up, I wanted to add some more into my winter gear. I already have some Hill Sound trail crampons that I got a few years back. So my research brought me into those guys up there. Those are the TSL Outdoor Snowshoe, but I also had to implement a few extra bits. So before we get to the snowshoes, I already made an unboxing video on those guys, and I've been trying them already. Just walking around the neighborhood and using the snowshoes with. Those are the Salomon Winter GTX. So far, a really good boot. But like I said, I made a video already, so you can have a look up here. I'll link it. Now, to go along with the snowshoes, I got a set of gaiters. Now, my snowshoes have the same camo design. That's why I have those camo gaiters. Those go all the way at the bottom of your knee. They have a very stretchy elastic here that helps you have a very comfortable fit at the lower knee section. And then there's another one here which is an elastic just at the boot height, and then there's a bottom strap as well. There's also a hook to hook up to your boot shoelace that keeps the gaiter in place. And then there's an elastic at the very bottom. So I did try those when I went out in deep powder. We just got about 1.5 feet of snow the day before I went up, so I was able to really try how those guys were performing. Nothing went in, everything was dry inside. I obviously have the Gore-Tex boots, but those guys, very thick nylon, very comfortable. No snow was behind this gaiter, so I'm really happy with those. Now, in regard to the snowshoes, I'll just go get them. TSL Outdoor sends their snowshoes everywhere in bags, so you get a nice bag like this. The snowshoe itself, you'll probably notice it's a different shape, and what it provides, it provides a better kind of stride when you're walking. There is a set of quick adjustment here. So they have a quick release here for the harness, and then all you have to do is kind of click it back in, and then you can adjust with a simple click. They also have a quick memory, so you can set your boot to the proper size, and if there's more than one people, you just have to kind of remember where it's at, and then a quick slide, and you can adjust pretty much anywhere you want and just lock it back in place. There is also a lock mechanism to help you keeping that steady as you're installing it. If you pull it back, and then you have the whole action of the snowshoe. At the front here, you can see how aggressive this aluminum bit here is for the snow. And at the same time, if you end up going up on a steeper hill, this here at the back folds back up, and it can be moved with your trekking pole, and then this just sits on top, which creates kind of a slope, so it's straighter for your foot. And I found that this was really helping for fatigue in the calf section. Now under the snowshoe there is 6 steel spikes right here. So one of the main reasons why I decided to go with this brand, the TSL Outdoor, is after doing reviews of what are the kind of the best snowshoes out there for flotation, TSL Outdoor is the best selling brand in Finland. Also, I've noticed that a lot of reviews for this brand was made in Russian, and something that the Finnish people and the Russian people have in common is snow. This snowshoe is also made in France for the Alps, the French Alps. So now the next piece of gear I have is not something that is specific winter. It's actually for season, and this would be the InReach Mini. So I hike alone often. With the new reality, it's even happening more often than before. So I wanted to have something that's just not going to give me maps, but a way to communicate if something happens. So I basically use my maps on my Garmin watch, and I've been doing that in the past year, and I'm actually enjoying that. So I basically got this for the SOS button. I also know that you can link your phone, and I still need to get into more research about that, that you can link your phone and see maps on your phone from this device through Bluetooth. So the InReach Mini is going to be coming out with me now on trails. Now, in order to prepare a trip when you go out hiking, it's important to know the terrain and the area where you're going at. So as a Christmas gift, my wife actually got me, actually that was something that I asked, but she actually got me those 2 books, which is local to my region on Vancouver Island. So a very good book of the first BC park, which is Strathcona Park. It's got many entry points. It is a big park, and I've got a ton of information about pretty much all the trails in here. So definitely gonna be looking into that, planning ahead. I also got this one, which includes trails of Strathcona Park and up higher North Island. Since I'm hiking the Vancouver Island Trail in section hikes, I wanted to have more information available to me. And for the upper section north of Strathcona Park, this will definitely be more helpful. Next, I have the Icebreaker Sierra gloves. So those are basically a merino wool glove, and I wanted to have something that's very thin, just to cut the kind of the cold without needing to have those really bulky gloves, but at the same time they fit in a bigger glove or a mitten if that's something that you're carrying around. So as of now, I've been carrying only those. I do have a bigger pair of gloves that I didn't need to put on top, but I know they fit. Something I noticed right away is that is for sizing. I'm in the construction, and when I get gloves for work, they're always large. If they're medium, they're too small. If they're extra large, they're too big. These large gloves feel like they are extra large. So as of sizing, I don't know how this works for Icebreaker. Unfortunately for me, these were kind of end sale. I didn't have any return possibility on those. I ordered them, and then this is what I've got. So they were labeled as a large, but they feel extremely big. So if you're looking into gloves, just make sure you know your sizing and maybe go a size under. And coming up at the end here, this is the Arc'teryx Motus Balaclava. This is basically something that I wanted to have just in case you get into the mountains. and it's one of those days that you miscalculated your timing and it's getting dark, it's getting cold. This is in your pack, it weighs nothing, and it will really keep you warm. Thanks for stopping by and watching this video. So those were all the piece of gear I got for 2021. What did you get? What are you going to be trying out this season in regards of maybe for winter hiking or even for summer? Once again, if you're new to my channel, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, hit the bell, leave me a thumbs up, and until next time, I wish you well.